So I'm going to ask you a really hard question, because a lot of the people that listen to this podcast, they've already started a business, but they're still in that beginning growth phase where they're just starting to really get some systems and processes in place and starting to work towards getting consistent clients, things like that. And some of them are right at the very beginning of that phase. When you were first starting out with your book frameworks, using your book framework, and you were wanting to go out there and write for somebody who basically is your ideal customer, but you hadn't had a client yet. Mm-hmm. How did you go about that?
Look, I get that, we don't always start. We start the business, we've got to start somewhere where we start pre-client. But we've always done work for somebody, so we can also refer to, work that we've done in a previous context or something like that. That's one way. Or we have to imagine. So we have to imagine. But when we imagine, I think it's important to base it on some research. So we can go out and talk to prospective clients. So we might say to that person that we're speaking to, look, this is not a conversation. This is not a sales conversation. This is me asking you about the services that I offer. What would inspire you to buy those services? What problem would this service solve for you? And actually base it on some real, what I think is still called today, market research. So market research. There is just one other way that you can do that, and that is to start publishing content. So you might start to publish some blogs on either on your own website or on a social media platform like LinkedIn, and see who responds to them. So you put your ideas out there and think, who do these ideas resonate with? So there, I'm not contradicting myself, I hope, because we're starting there with your content rather than starting with who. But you imagine who you might serve, write some content for that audience and see if they show up, see if they resonate with them. And then maybe some of those people who like or comment on your content on LinkedIn, you could reach out to and say, great, I'm starting a business. I'd like to find out, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the services I'm offering in order that I understand my potential customer better.
Yeah, no, I think that's really, really powerful. And I think people misjudge the value of LinkedIn, or even if it's not LinkedIn, it could be some other platform where you have the ability to write a bit of content. It could be a Reddit thread. It could be on Medium. It could be something outside the normal place that people would go. And you're right, just see who responds and who says something. Or you can even just post in a group